Let's start this One Piece theory in chapter 1025 with Luffy persuading Dragon Momonosuke to fly to Onigashima. We see lost crew and Shinobu, but Caribou appears to be missing on the scene. Let's find out Caribou's purpose and if he is Blackbeard Spy and 10th Titanic Captain in Wano. Where is Caribou? In chapter 1025, Shinobu was able to successfully age Momonosuke to a full dragon, and they watched him and Luffy fly off to Onigashima. But a lingering question now is, where is Caribou? It can be recalled that Luffy was able to regain his strength after Caribou gave him his ration to ensure the success of the alliance so he can leave Wano. But one may ask, why did he not escape while the Beast Pirates were busy in Onigashima? And most likely, there is very little threat in his escape from Wano. Caribou's cunning goal. Caribou's goal to kill the Straw Hats from the inside was first revealed in chapter 603 and has not changed ever since. 400 chapters later, Caribou remains laid as one of the most active villains of the story. But what makes him pursue this goal? At the start of the Straw Hats' journey in Grand Line in Jaya, we also see a similar situation with Blackbeard trying to capture Luffy to become his bounty to gain a title as a Shichibukai. His operation only ended when Ace clashed with Blackbeard and eventually lost, which in turn was used by Blackbeard to bargain with the world government. After the fake Straw Hat was exposed by PX5, Caribou took charge and reprimanded the remaining members of the crew. He told them that he expected the real Straw Hats to look different after 2 years and has seen the real Straw Hat Luffy. Caribou was only introduced in Sabaudi after the 2-year time skip, and it appears that there are no signs that the two have met each other in person, unless... And in chapter 940, Caribou was able to design the perfect plan to be able to board the Straw Hat ship again. To prove that he changed, he helped Raizo get the keys to Kawamatsu's jail cell, and by blocking the transmission from Udon to Onigashima. This proved to be useful as Queen thought that Kid and Luffy were still imprisoned and the plans of the alliance have not leaked. But one thing is very clear here. Caribou now has access to call outside Wano via the Denden Mushi. Isn't it strange why he knows about the boss snail? Who was he contacting or planning to contact? You may say that he can contact his crew, but a measly small gang going to Wano is an unlikely answer, only to get him out of Wano. And we cannot discount the fact that he has knowledge to one of the most valuable information, the existence of one of the ancient weapons, Poseidon. Spies in Wano Kuni. Wano arc has been filled with spies from all directions. Here are the known spies so far. Kanjuro. Kanjuro played well in acting as a retainer of Oden Kozuki until he unveiled that he is a Kurozumi. His main goal is to foil the plan of the Scabbards and to stop the raid on Onigashima from happening. X Drake. Spy of the World Government Top Secret Special Forces, Sword. His undercover was blown off by Basil Hawkins, Who's Who and Queen. Denjiro. After Oden's death, Denjiro's face deformed to a point that he is no longer recognizable even by his best friend Kinemon. He changed his name to Kyoshiro and served as a lapdog of Orochi and the boss of the Yakuza. Scratchman Apu. Apu formed alliance with two of the supernovas, Basil Hawkins and Eustace Kid, but did not close that he was already working under Kaido. To avert being on the losing side, Hawkins sided with Kaido while Kid was imprisoned in Udon. Unknown Blackbeard Spy. Despite Wano being a closed country, Blackbeard was updated with the recent happening in Wano, and that the supernovas and Big Bomb are there, and a big battle is about to happen. Luffy's encounter with Blackbeard Pirates Post timeskip. In Dressrosa, Jesus Burgess realized that the fighter Lucy was Luffy. After Luffy's win in the arena against Don Chinjiao, he bumped into Burgess, who was at that time talking to Blackbeard. Blackbeard told Luffy his intention in Dressrosa to gain Ace's Mera Mera no Mi to have his own ace in his crew, as the original declined his offer. Blackbeard's 10 Titanic Commanders. It was revealed in the introduction of Jesus Burgess in the Corridor Coliseum that Blackbeard is supported by 10 Titanic Captains. So far, only 9 is known, including Jesus Burgess, Shiryu, Van Ogre, Avala Pizarro, Lafitte, Katarina Devon, San Juan Wolf, Vasco Shot, Doc Q. In the Battle of Marineford, there are only 9 crewmates showing up, and one is curious as to who the 10th commander is. Who is Blackbeard Spy in Wano? There have been several speculations that Blackbeard has a spy in Wano. The reason for that is the speed at which Blackbeard is able to get insider information from Wano, despite the country being a secluded country. Communication within Wano is also limited but not impossible. Usopp told Straw Hats that the Dendenmushi in Wano is called Smails, or short for Smart Snails. Communication outside Wano is possible, as Big Mom was able to call Kaido, warning him that he is chasing Luffy after he stained her reputation and that Kaido must keep her hands off her prey. There are also other speculation that Blackbeard Spy is one of the Tobiropo. The best candidate in the theory is Who's Who and Black Maria. Here are the reasoning behind the speculations. Who's Who told Jinbei that he already saw him before when he was still a Shishibukai and that he escaped from prison. There is a correlation, as Jinbei was jailed in Impel Down, and Who's Who also escaped from prison. It is also being established that Who's Who has grudge against Monkey D. Luffy for having eaten the Gomu Gomu no Mi, which Shanks stole from his ship. Black Maria has been very keen in capturing Robin ever since the start of the battle in Onigashima. She showed no interest when Kaido told the Flying Six that they need to find his son Yamato. However, in chapter 1022, all the Tobiropo, including Black Maria and Who's Who, were all defeated by the Straw Hats. Blackbeard's goal could possibly be to capture Robin to lead him to Laugh Tale, and this can be possible if Robin gets abducted with no one noticing. Caribou is Blackbeard's 10th commander and spy in Wano. Blackbeard is well known to move in a very strategic move, and strikes when people less expect him to be. Despite Caribou's clear lack of battle prowess, he acts and thinks much like Blackbeard in planning and choosing the best move, making him a very suitable to become Blackbeard's 10th commander and spy in Wano. It is also possible that the time that he saw Luffy was inside level 6 Impel Down, and was included in the prisoners who became part of Blackbeard's crew. Here are Blackbeard's well-calculated moves, which proved fairly profitable in his goal. Blackbeard joined the Whitebeard Pirates as he believed that his chances are highest to gain the Yami Yami no Mi. He kept a very low profile in Whitebeard's crew, and after he captured Ace, successfully catapulted his ranking from 0 to Shichibukai. Once he became a Shishibukai, he was able to use this position to enter Impel Down to gather his crew. After successfully penetrating Impel Down, he returned to Marineford and killed Whitebeard, stole the Guragura no Mi, and gained his title as the 4th Yonko. He captured Moria's subordinate Absalom and successfully extracted his clear fruit and gave it to Shiryu of the Ring, the former warden of the Impel Down. And, in his latest appearance, he ordered his crew to pack their bags to get ready and claim the prize. This can only be possible if he has access to the information about Wano and the best time to attack. And we know for one that Caribou has gobbled up the boss Nail in Udon Prison, and now Caribou is missing in action, which could be possible that he'll sneak into Momonosuke to reach Onigashima and capture Robin. Here are my thoughts on how the plan could take place. Robin is currently on a weakened state and Brook is carrying her to safety as Onigashima is burning. Caribou arrives in Onigashima and starts looking for Robin. His brood provides him an upper hand as he can creep into locations without anyone noticing, just like how he did in Fishman Island and taking the mermaids hostage. Katarina Devon's Ninetales make her the best substitute so the Straw Hats will not suspect that the real Robin is missing. I can only think of the possibility that Blackbeard and his crew are inside Caribou's body, as his body is the perfect hiding place. So, what do you think? Is Caribou Blackbeard's 10th commander and spy in Wano? I hope you like my theory. Let's look forward in finding more clues in the story of One Piece.